money to go. Get on the floor, tell them what we do. Everything is the song that we produce. Cheer all day, make sure don't volunteer. But let the money spend, yeah, let them do the play. As soon as they pray, when chicken say, Kogoli Oko, it's all classic. As soon as they pray, when chicken say, Kogoli Oko, it's all classic. Now every day I tell you this. 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 We for good get money, so money not the thing. You are for podcast. I'm happily are you there? Get money, marvelous. Snaka, I'm what I'm Snaka. You don't get my up, and you need it. Then you can walk over back or let us see another big free home. What that's so I have to celebrate. Never know why you say the road, yeah. Never get I do with the road. You have who might be a one and two. The person like your family, the guy, you have the little. From up your leave of one chat. I step up on the one and big chat. Get back word and you want to get what say you. Anything you need, well, man, let me know. Say one body. You are chill, shaka, up your passage, your phone. Sunday, we call it Sunday. What's the only different? When chicken say, Kogoli Oko, so classic. As soon as they pray, when chicken say, Kogoli Oko, so classic. Now every day I tell you this. 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 Oh, oh, oh. If you're behind, I need to take you. Oh, oh, oh. If you're down, anywhere, touch it anywhere. So I start my hustle. If you can't wait, they carry us through. As soon as they break the pressure, as soon as they break the pressure, they bring back for me to cool my temper. As soon as they break the pressure, they break again down what's outside. Somebody they steal and somebody they buy. Somebody they see, but the same person is bad. Now every day I tell you this. 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 It's about music. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the real authority. That they can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, and I mean you cheche, do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Robbie, what you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Easy, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so go in deep and deeper. Put in thought to EGK. Villa living.
When chicken say, Bogoni Oko, it's a gossip. As soon as they break, when chicken say, Bogoni Oko, it's a gossip. Now every day I do this. 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 Soon as they break, they cannot you to say. You and your friends, boom, gossip in every day. But I want every day I do this. Son and everything, son and eternal to be positive. Come to my house, what you need, then you drink.
Good morning, and welcome, folks. We are back here this morning on the midweek edition of the program from the Pre News on Freedom FM 87.9. Today is July 2, and the year is 2025. All right, folks, my name is Wendell Nimne, and I'm here this morning with Gus Korma, who is there in the United States. So shortly, we will run you up to 12:30 this afternoon. Gus, good morning. Gus, good morning. Gus, you are muted. I don't know. No move from you. I don't know what's happening, but everything is okay. But from you, Gus, it's nothing. So, folks, good morning. Welcome to the midweek edition of the program from the Pre News. This morning, we are about to take you through the online version of Front Page Africa and hopefully the Daily Observer newspaper. So these are papers we have in our studio, and we're going to be bringing you the online versions this morning. But I'd like to throw out a pre-birthday treat for my son, Wendell Nimna Jr., who will be celebrating his 23rd birthday on the 5th of July. So I'd like to do it as a happy pre-birthday treat for you, Wendell Jr., from all of us, your mom, your siblings, and the rest of the family, saying happy pre-birthday to you, boy. Is going to be on Saturday, the 5th of July. Our last son, Wendell Jr., will be celebrating his 23rd birth anniversary. So, from all of us, saying happy pre to you. I don't know, Gus, you need to check your system. Gus, are you there?
Yes, I am. Are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not sure what happened. Yeah. Good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Liberia. Gus I'm glad to be here.
All right, folks. Gus and I will take you up to 12:30, and we're going to be sharing with you the Frontline. That's the online version of Front Page Africa and the Daily Observer. All right, so let's see what the stories to bring you this morning. Let's get to our first story from the online version of Front Page Africa newspaper. And let me remember another good friend who just got back in the country. He's one of Liberia's best investigators. That's the man Ernest Tappe. Ernest just got back into the country, and we'd like to welcome you back to Liberia. Ernest Tappe comes with wealth of experience in the criminal justice field. So, we want to say good morning to you and happy midweek to you, Mr. Ernest Tappe of Foxhole. All right, so let's get to our stories now. Let's see. Let's begin with this one. Let's begin with this story. It says here, President Bouaka rallies nation for genuine reconciliation during memorial of slain President Tobo and victims of the 1980 coup. In a solemn ceremony step, in a solemn ceremony step in reflection and national introspection, President Joseph Nyema Bouaka has called on Liberians to embrace a path of genuine reconciliation, truth, and justice as the nation commemorates the life and legacy of former President William Richard Tolbert Jr. and other victims of the 1980 military coup. Speaking at the memorial and reburial ceremony held in Monrovia, President Bouaka described the occasion as more than a symbolic gesture, terming it an act of national conscience and a pivotal step in confronting Liberia's painful past. This memorial, decades after his tragic death, is not simply a ceremonial gesture. It is an act of national conscience, President Bouaka declared. It is a moment to restore dignity, to acknowledge historical wrongs, and to reaffirm our collective commitment to truth, justice, and reconciliation. He acknowledged the enduring scars left by the events of April 12, 1980, when President Tobo was assassinated in a bloody coup and 13 members of his administration were summarily executed by the military junta led by Samuel Doe 10 days later following. These wrongs have left scars, Bouaka said, but they have also left us with a responsibility to turn our sorrows into seeds of hope, to draw from our pain a renewed sense of purpose, and to ensure that the sacrifices of the past were not in vain. Calling for national unity, the president emphasized the need to transform Liberia's shared suffering into a foundation of shared strength, urging the country to use its collective memory as a unifying force rather than a point of division. Let the stories of loss and resilience instill in us a deeper sense of patriotism and a lasting commitment to peace, justice, and reconciliation, he added. President Talbot, who served as Liberia's 20th president, also held several prominent international roles, including chairman of the that's the Organization of African Unity, now the African Union, and the president of the Baptist War Alliance. Bouakai praised him as a visionary leader committed to reform, Pan-Africanism, social justice, youth empowerment, and the unification of Liberians. He was a man of deep conviction and immense discipline, a Baptist preacher by calling and a statesman by duty. He brought to the presidency a sense of moral clarity and a deep commitment to building a nation where all Liberians could find dignity in their citizenship, Bouakai said. Though he never served under President Talbot, Bouakai said he was deeply inspired by Talbot's intellect, values, and pursuit of an equitable Liberia. His policies sought to bridge divides, uplift the poor, and expand opportunity. His vision for national development was anchored in the belief that Liberia could only thrive when justice and inclusion became the pillars of our democracy, he added. President Bouakai acknowledged the many traumas that have shaped Liberia's history, from unhealed historical tensions and violent government overthrows to the devastating civil wars that claimed nearly 250,000 lives. We must let our shared suffering become the foundation of our shared strength. Let us allow our collective memory to serve not as a point of division, but as a force for unity, he emphasized. In a personal note to the Talbot family, President Bouakai extended the sympathy of a grateful nation. Your father, your grandfather, your relatives served this nation with distinction. Your lives of tolerance have been irrepressible and magnanimous. I urge you to continue to honor his memory not only through mourning, but through purposeful contribution to national unity and healing. Calling on all Liberians, Bouakai said the occasion should spark a renewed commitment to unity and progress. All right, folks, we can stop it right there, but those were the assertions made by the president of the Republic of Liberia when, they had the reburial program of the former president of Liberia who was assassinated in the 1980 coup, and 13 members of his government was also executed on firing squad. President Bouakai rallies nation for genuine reconciliation during memorial of slain President Talbot and victims of the 1980 coup. Let's take more stories. Let's get to more stories here from the online version of Front Page Africa. Let's take our next story. Let's get to this one. No, we've done with you. Let's get to another one. Okay, I'm trying to get this story. Right. Where is this story? This I saw something somewhere I'm trying to get. Okay. Yes, this is the story I'm trying to get at. Let's take this story as our next story here. Stan calls for Bese nomination as Chief Justice, blow to independence. The Solidarity and Trust for a New Day stand has rejected President Joseph Bouakai's appointment of Justice Nyame Kwekwe Bese as Chief Justice of Liberia, calling the nomination a direct threat to the independence of the judiciary. Speaking on behalf of STAN and its civil society partners, including the We the People movement, organizers of the July 17 Enough is Enough protest, STAN Chairman Mobake Molo described the appointment as a serious blow to the judiciary or to the judicial independence and accused the Bouaka administration of attempting to consolidate control over the Supreme Court. Justice Wesse's elevation signals a troubling attempt by the executive to tighten its grip on the nation's higher court, Molu said. It raises the specter of a politically compromised judiciary. Molu pointed to what he called Wesse's pattern of inconsistency in recent rulings, specifically his contradictory positions in the Fonatikova legislative dispute. In February, Wesse supported the Supreme Court's boycott of President Bouaka's State of the Nation's address, but later issued a dissenting opinion during the related Bill of Information hearing. This flip-flop raises serious questions about his independence and capacity to lead with integrity, Molu said. He warned that Wesse's appointment could reverse progress made under outgoing Chief Justice CIA Yene Yo and revive public fears of a politically subservient judiciary. We remember the days when executive interference in the courts helped destabilize this country, he said. Molu also cited concerns from international stakeholders. The U.S. State Department and other partners have repeatedly raised alarms about judicial transparency, he noted, appointing a figure perceived as pliable only deepens those concerns. Drawing parallels to the era of former Chief Justice Emmanuel Balaze, Molu warned, unless Liberians raise their voices, Wesse may well become the Balaze of our time. He called on citizens across the country to participate in the July 17 protest, to defend judicial independence, and reject what he called a return to a rubber-stamped Supreme Court. Liberia is at a crossroads, Molu said. We must choose between defending constitutionalism or watching our democracy decline. July is here, so it is our resolve. Enough is enough. And folks, that does it for that story. Okay, let's get to this one from the Capitol building. This is about lawmakers. Gasoline coupon delay sparks heated argument among lawmakers by Emmanuel Weedy Conway. This story. A heated argument erupted Tuesday, July 1, 2025, on the floor of the House of Representatives over delays in the issuance of gasoline coupons to lawmakers, nearly resulting into a physical altercation between co-presiding Sekou Kone, that's Sekou Kane, and Bone County District Number 3 Representative Josiah Marvin Cole. Tension, it says here, tension flared during the regular session when several lawmakers expressed frustration over what they described as an unjustified delay in the distribution of fuel coupons, which are used to facilitate their transportation and legislative duties. The situation escalated when Representative Cole, visibly agitated, accused the House's leadership of hoarding the coupons or selectively distributing them. As lawmakers including Eugene Colley of Bone County District Number 5, expressed their frustration over the claim of a 9-month delay in the issuance of gasoline coupons. Hey, Richard, con your leadership again. You fight for the thing, you get it now. And how you want out of your man. Eh? And as they spoke across the floor in frustration, one of the lawmakers remarked, slamming a desk, "What kind of nonsense is this? We are being treated like beggars in our own right." Another member fired back, accusing colleagues of being ungrateful and politicizing a logistical issue. The war of wars quickly turned personal as Rep. Cole, who initially began expressing his frustration on the floor, moved up to the presiding desk. And amid exchange of words for words, co-presiding Kane went out of anger and control, jumped from his seat in an attempt to join in the physical fight with Rep. Cole. The situation prompted one of the sergeant-at-arms and a group of lawmakers to step in to separate the two members in their aggressive posture. Deputy Speaker and presiding officer of the day, Thomas Fowler, was forced to call the session to order and caution members against resorting to violence or public embarrassment. Deputy Speaker Fowler, also in a vexing mood, took several minutes to warn Rep. Cole against repeated acts of always disrespecting his gavel. "I have the gavel and you must respect this gavel. Do not push me to exercise this gavel against you to ask you out of session, please." This is not the first time lawmakers have clashed over logistical support and entitlements. However, today's near physical fight underscores growing tension within the lower house amid concerns of administrative delays in the issuance of gasoline distribution. So, folks, that's the story. We can take one more from the front line. Did I say front line? That's the online version of the Front Page Africa newspaper. And this story is going to be our final story. Okay, this story, let's see it. Where is this story? I'm trying to get to one more, then we can close up from that end. So this story would do. All right, this story would do. Okay, this one. This is our final story. President Bouaka names new leaders to drive reform in telecoms and education. President Bouaka Senior has announced key appointments within the Liberia's telecommunications and education sectors. Honorable Clarence Massaquoi has been appointed acting chairman of the Liberia Telecommunications Authority, replacing the suspended acting chairperson Abdullah El Kamara. The president expressed confidence that Massaquoi will bring integrity, diligence, and loyalty to the role, tasked with steering the vital telecommunication regulatory body during this critical period. Simultaneously, Dr. Agori Stevens, currently Vice President for Academic Support Services at African Methodist Episcopal University, has been appointed acting superintendent of the Monrovia Consolidated School System. This appointment follows a unanimous recommendation by the MCSS Council, reflecting strong confidence in Dr. Stevens' capacity to lead the city's largest public school system. Dr. Stevens' transition also involves concluding her service on the board of the National Commission on Higher Education, where she was recognized for her valuable contributions to advancing Liberia's higher education landscape. President Bouaka encouraged her to continue that standard of excellence in her new role, overseeing basic education. According to an executive mansion release, the appointments are part of President Bouaka's broader vision to reform institutions by placing competent and trusted leaders in positions critical to Liberia's development. The changes take effect immediately. The president further urged all government officials to uphold values of diligence, professionalism, integrity, and loyalty as they serve the nation. Well, folks, so far so good. Let's see. This is something interesting. LSCC conducts anti-corruption training for local officials in Nima. Well, that's another good news. Let's run a few lines from there. The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, in partnership with the United Nations Development Program, has launched a 3-day anti-corruption training workshop for local government officials from Nima, Lofa, and Bon counties. The training is part of the project empowering citizens and communities to foster social accountability and transparency in governance and public service delivery. Held in Ganta, the training aims to strengthen integrity, transparency, and accountability in local governance. Participants include county superintendents, community leaders, and representatives from various government departments. Alexandra Kezo, executive chairperson of the LSCC, opened the workshop by highlighting its purpose. This training will equip participants with a comprehensive understanding of the functions and responsibility of the LSCC. It will provide local government officials with the tools they need to navigate their duties without succumbing to corruption, she said. She added that the workshop would focus on ethical practices, legal frameworks, and mechanisms to report and address corruption. Assistant Minister for Research and Development Planning at the Ministry of Internal Affairs, D. Emmanuel Wenyu, emphasized the importance of accountability at the local level. Local authorities must understand their functions and the laws they are bound to follow. Only then can we foster a culture of accountability, he stated. He warned officials to think critically about their decisions, noting you will be held accountable for both your actions and inactions. Participants engaged in interactive sections and real-life case studies, exploring the impacts of corruption and strategies to promote transparency. A participant from Nima County said, "We want our community to trust that the resources meant for development are being managed responsibly." The training also featured guest speakers from civil society and transparency groups who shared best practices in ethical governance. As part of the program, participants will develop localized action plans to address corruption and improve public service delivery in their counties. Well, folks, that's where we can stop. Because of time, we're not going to bring you the Daily Observer online version, but those are the stories we brought to you this morning from the online version of the Front Page Africa newspaper. And let me just recap for you the stories we brought. This is our first story this morning. Okay, let's take our first story here. It says President Bouaka rallies nation for genuine reconciliation during memorial of slain President Toba and victims of the 1980 coup. And another story here says Another story we brought you. Yeah, it says gasoline coupon delays sparks heated argument amongst lawmakers on yesterday. And another story here says Stan calls Bassett nomination as Chief Justice blow to independence. And let's get to the rest of the stories we brought you. We're just trying to recap for those of you just joining us. Those were the stories. And then one last one here by the LSCC. It says here, right, where is this story? I will find the story. LSCC conduct anti-corruption training for local officials in Nema County. Another story says President Waka names new leaders to drive reform in telecommunication and education. Well, folks, those are all the stories we brought to you. Let's go and take word from our sponsors. When we come back, yes, sir.
Yeah, if I'm not here, just go ahead. I'll be listening. I just got to do some things in the surgical suite here.
Good. All right, Gus, got you. So let's go for our break. Let's take word from our sponsors. Let's begin with Crime Stopper. Okay, let's begin with this one, Crime Stopper.
Musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime and report it, don't take law in your hand for the right authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Robbie, what you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever location jumping till the break of dawn. Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Easy, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk.
Oh yes, indeed, and also proud to be associated with the program is Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. This company been around for more than 20 years, still providing quality services to the people of Liberia in when it comes to the petroleum business. And Mayuba and Sons Incorporated is headed by its Chief Executive Officer, Amadou Sharif. And also proud to be a part of the show is Exodus Best Price Store. You know, the reason is that, look, there is something good about Exodus Best Price Store. Those of you having your wedding program, you're having some occasion and you want to get drinks for that occasion. And you're kind of thinking where to go to get drinks for cheaper prices. The best place to go is the Exodus Best Price Store. Those of you in the Painesville, the Congo Town belt, you can make a stop on the Old Road. They have a branch there. On the Old Road, you get to Smart Road Junction. They are right there. And those of you across the bridge in Central Morovia, they are right there on Gurley Street. So you can make a stop. I'm telling you, other places you will go and spend more and get less. But Exodus Best Price Store, you go there, you spend less, and then you get more. And last but not the least, our one and only Crime Stopper Liberia, bringing safety to our doors, in our villages, in our towns, in our communities. That's the function of Crime Stopper Liberia. The people doing everything possible to make sure our communities and city centers are minimized when it comes to crimes. So, folks, let's get to our talking points. We gradually running out of time. So we are about to get to our talking points. And there is this mixed reaction from, citizens about the current administration, their new wave of, people call it they say that their new project, to rebury the dead. The first time it was Samuel Kyan Doe, and we all listened to the late Prince Johnson at the Truth and Reconciliation Convention, where he said Doe's body was buried and later on cremated. So, when your body is cremated, it means that the body was burned and the ashes or dust from that body will be given to your family. So we don't know whether that the dust of the former president or the ashes that was given to his family for his reburial. And it didn't stop there. Yesterday, the president, his entourage was in the Baptist Seminary area, where they were also carrying on the reburial of the former president of the Republic of Liberia, Liberia's 20th president, William Richard Tolbert Jr., and 13 members of his government that were executed for rampant corruption. So there is this misreaction from the public. That why the government decided to take on this initiative. There are other bread and butter issues that the government is not focusing on, the bread and butter issues, but they are focusing on reburying people that have died years ago. Is this the new project for the government? Some are asking that question, while others are saying these people serve the country, so they should be given befitting burial. While others are saying then they are part of family member who die and serve the country should also be given such, burial. So when you pass, so you hear the talking there. You pass, so you hear there. You cancel, you hear there. Everywhere you go, all of the street corners, you go to intellectual centers, attire shops, and you just name it. That's the discussion of the day. But I want us to listen to Prince Johnson at the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, what he said about the late Samuel Kayando. So let's see. Let me see what I can get that clip. I should have it somewhere. Let me see what I can lay my hands on that clip. Okay, I'm trying to get that clip. Let's see. It should be somewhere around here. Okay, let me see what I think. This should be the clip. Okay, let's get back to this clip. Oh, come on.
I want to know where Do is. That is a question that need answer. And I think everybody will want to know where Do is. After the many years of war and peace time now, I don't think I'll be having to get in the cover. I don't think that Do will be somewhere in Nimat, hidden somewhere. After the dismissal of Do, he was buried on the base. And we had the inscription, Samekaya Do, Boss Soso, Das Soso, alongside my commanding general. Two things happened. When I was here, one happened. When I left the country, another happened. If I had those somewhere like a high state of cure, I would have told Jason, let's go there. Because if the main one is body, why will you keep it? Why will you do the body? But while we're here, that the Sorrow and a group of Moja propaganda group, they were writing all sorts of papers. I'm a Canada. That I ate dough. I don't got no bread because we chop him and we ate him. So some foreign journalists came to me and asked me all these questions. And I called my base commander to take a caterpillar to take them to the grave. They went to the grave, they took the picture, but they were not setting. You could have different things in the grave and different inscription. So I asked them to bust the grave and to bring the body out. The body of Do was as high as a rock. Do was in bound for 25 years. That's a mission. All the chemical he had as a put it there. And they bust the grave and they dug it. And we brought the body down. And they took the picture. So I asked that they should take him and bury him back. And Giovanni, my deputy, said no. One man can't get two graves. So they cremated him. They brought him, brought the body to ashes and threw it in the river.
Okay, so folks, that was Prince Johnson. That was Prince Johnson account of the late president Samuel Kayando. So we all listened to Prince Johnson that because of the pressure being put on him, international journalists, national stakeholders, he decided to take them to the base, instructed his base commander to take a caterpillar, dug the grave of the late president, brought the body out because, according to him, Samuel Kyon Doe's body was, embalmed for 25 years. So the chemical that they had in the late president could keep his body for 25 years. So when they dug the grave and brought the body up, the body will stay high because it was injected for 25 years. So they saw Doe's body. And then they decided to, Prince Johnson said, let's go rebury the body. His deputy at the time, Vani, said, no, we can't bury the man 2 times. So what we'll do, you'll burn the body. The body was burned and the dust was thrown into the river. So I know the other body, what they carry, Grand Jita, I don't know what kind of body is that. I can speak to it. But we all know that Samuel Kyon Doe was reburied for the second time. All right? Because the first time he was buried on the base, they went there, they dug the body up. The second time, they cremated the body, they burned it. The body wasn't buried. The body was burned to ashes, and the ashes was thrown in the St. Paul River. So I don't know what kind of body now they carry the Grand Jita. So people are complaining that, look, the government should focus on developing the country. The government should focus on the bread and butter issue. Because there are the war that fought in this country, 250,000 people lost their lives. So some people who families serve, because people from the military were executed. People from the Triple S, the Special Security Service, was killed. I mean, from all walks of life. So their family coming out to come to plead to the government. Now, government, you need to give our son, you need to give our daughter reburial. So that's the misreaction from the public, folks. So let's hear from you. I want to know from you whether this move by the government to rebury our, past presidents is a good thing to do, because these people serve our country, so they should be treated, with such dignity. So let me hear from you, our people. What do you make of the recent move by the government to rebury our past leaders? Let's hear from you. Call us on 0776 104 104, 0886 500 104. The WhatsApp line is 0770297016. And I'm sorry, that's the female line, 0770297016. And the WhatsApp line is +231 886 500 104. Is it a bad thing that the government is doing, or it's a good thing that people who serve this country that die in that form and manner, we shouldn't forget about them? If they were buried, they were not given that treatment as statesperson, they should be reburied. So this government has started the process. The first was the former president, Samuel Kyon Doe. The second was William Richard Tolbert. He was assassinated in the 1980 coup that took place on April 12th in this country. And 13 officials of his government were put on firing squad for rampant corruption. So let's begin to take your calls. Let's get to the phone lines. Our lines are just ringing. Let's get to the phone lines and take this person. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. You have to move from the noise. So the noise, your background, no who doing buyer did that buyer did. But I know you can't control it. So go ahead, tell us your name and make your contribution. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Thank you for the prevalent discussion. And I mean, I'm thinking on why he's doing. Because anyway, also that's what carrying is not there. I think you see him. He decided that person we are caught. Like this, the tour in the campaign, country, capital of our sorry, but or you see, have best to move out. You got pressure against so much administration is president. We are pressure. So I want to see our president break his ground for his own project. Now they want like he's taking for himself. First, like he belongs to the country outside. So I don't think that they all for it after people who from the CDC officially to see them going to pass or see pass official going to prison. Yeah, so
but you're skipping from our talking points now. You're skipping from our talking points. We're not talking about that other one where going after CDC officials.
The issue being any help for the country. Even a key issue why you need to support the citizens of the country a lot. It is focus on the country, the well-being of the citizens. That's what matters. I want to start on making president today. I say you're going to rescue. Everybody's going to rescue. 2 years now. One rescue.
Okay.
About 4 years ago. Maybe you can make us.
Okay. Let's talk to this person. Oh my God, we have to let you go. Let's take another person. We have to let you go because of time. Let's take you. Hello?
Thank you. I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I come from Apoko Kono, Dan Kosko Hill, Winter Community. Winter, our public figures should be held accountable to what they tell us during the time of campaign. What President Baka is doing, going around looking for casting and toting it all around our country is dangerous. It's this and that. That's not what he told us. He told us that he was coming to rescue us. He made us to understand that the government under President Weah was insignificant. When he comes at this time, we see back on for 2,000, 1,005. And today, the US rate is skyrocketing to $205 to $210. It's not addressing a very important issue, but instead of looking for casting around, in our country is a dangerous symptom. To me, that clearly tells me that this government has lost focus. They do not have anything to tell the Liberian people. That's why they are turning Boko Boyo into Mansi. Joe Baka, stop it. The very important issue that you talk about, you campaign about, please address it. The so-called now is getting on the increase. The trust is getting uncontrollable. Wake up and do the reporting. Thank you, Winter Nimle, for giving the report opportunity to Mr. Brother on national issues. Long live Liberia and long live the good people of Secretary Labour Country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's take another person. Hello? Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Let's hear your name and where you join us from. Go ahead, patient. Let's hear you.
We look at Baka government and put money into them. Look at the kind of thing Baka doing. Going around looking for party. No single country won't get that money to Baka. But it says here, no support will come from anywhere. Because when you hear Baka going there, you hear Baka go for Sunday. The Sunday, nothing good can come. Then you see another strategy again. They say, oh, that is very people. Who is not going to get money?
Well, Bwaka said the people served the country in the way they were buried were now good. So he can't buy now. He can't say he president now. He won't bury them Google.
Well, anyway, one day, he got coming. You are will be 32. It's GPA people, all I think, they go around passing around looking for bodies. They have people coming home, they say, we'll bury the cow.
I know, right?
That's not anything. That's all. It's not wrong when it says children on after what I want to do. What I want to do, give me a hard time.
All right, thank you very much, Patience, for your contribution. Let's
Give me
take.
the news.
Thank you. Let's take this person. Let's take this person.
Hello, Window?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Masisi, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for the show this afternoon. I don't morning or afternoon or evening. Can you say hi to my brother God there?
Baby boy, come back to me, please. Go ahead, Masisi. Let's hear you.
Okay, what I want to say is that your dear we're going to start posting every our country. We're begging him. People are pointing out to DJ, but they all want to play to come for every from making one fool. I don't know our problem yet. We are suffering. You're taking your poor mother who talking. Maybe you're listening to you. You are posting, we are saying, oh, we are now, you are president, you are former player, you now pay two players. Taking the power, you pay two players. Yeah, for that today. If any guy give me more money, I want to play. When you go start, you say, why are you? We can't go in and see you talk about looking at you 1 year now, 1 year, 2 years. We are suffering. Let's see the very poor. What you can do for us? The poor for our people. But we are very ready. We are very ready. We are working every day. So then I run and I take a back on the road. The football policy, and I say, go there. When you better than ever, when you saw it, don't go there. And you put it on the government. That it makes something after you get it there. You go there. So we're begging you there. We're get military for the street. Now the thing is, the military is going to get military get it up. The going on, the many. What a job you get for this? What a job you get people? Don't job for the military for this. Nothing for this. The way you do it, what you want to do for this? We are suffering, not care for everybody. Begging for all the place. And we're going to work out for that for you. We're not here for that. We will bear the all for the place. So it's true. What someone care? What someone care? And I play the 13 men. What don't care? What better than do? They are very serious. We're suffering. We're begging work out. What we have got money here? That's our help. People cry for money. They're crying on the place. And they're still appointing you. Because just work out criminal.
No, Masisi, you can't address the president like that, or please, don't address the president like that, please, Masisi. Deal with the issue now, please. Don't call the president criminal. I beg you, man, please. Hello. This overseas caller. I don't know, but yeah, welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, good morning, this is Zoe Mango calling from Baltimore, Maryland. How you doing today?
I'm grateful. I'm grateful to God for life. For Zoe, it's good having you share the platform with us. Let's hear your contribution.
Yeah, thank you so much for the discussion today. As I wonder why the government switched their topic or their operation on the falling past government, those that die or killed during the war, during the coup. Because when remember when was president, he told the Liberian people, let bygone be bygone. Lord, keep the peace. That's why he built our Unification Park, PHP. And you can see the Unification Square. The statue is there for those that get killed. Their name is written there for remembering.
Mm-hmm.
And even though the poor that the people were killed on, they kept that poor and gave to the family people today. That's what we call unity. The monument is there. It's a historic place. Child that was born today will go and read about them, their position in the government, what happened to them that day, to know a little bit about them. That's what we call history maker. But our president today said that it was wrong. What you want is to get account of what happened during the war of 1980, so he will come with war crime code. Now, war crime code, when he first 100 days, he very, very stretched the legislature, the senator, everybody to sign on the war crime code. I think I'm remember. I think there was a hunt evaluation on our senator because Prince Johnson was a spokesperson for the ex-combatant. He was not speaking on his own. He was speaking for Job Bully, even the Ball Naked then I'm talking today. He was their spokesperson.
Okay, so you have to conclude. So we got others on the line.
So so now why is it Prince Johnson died? We can't see the judges on the bench to be calling people to questioning the perpetrator and the victim. Now our president is going on the other side to reconcile with the country. That's my question to him. Why is he doing? Where's the World Crime Court today? Because Prince Johnson is gone. I think he was hunting for Prince Johnson to frustrate him, trying to die away he died so he can carry on what he was supposed to do. Because Prince Johnson was a fearless man who stood for everything in that country.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take this person. I don't know who's calling on this line. Hello?
Hello,
who is this, sir?
Yeah, can I make my input?
Who are you? I'm asking.
I'm not the Andrew. I'm going for GSA role.
This is a wrong number. This number is not for the show, sir. So you have to call the right number for the show. I'm sorry. I cannot take you on that number. So please, let's go to this person. Hello? 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 Okay, you're not ready to talk. Let me take another person. Hello? Hey, Gentry G, Pops, what's up?
Yeah. I'm called Patrick Lumumba of Nigeria.
Patrick Lumumba, welcome to the show.
Amen.
Yeah, baby.
What I trying to prove to the Nigeria? This man, 1980, if he can retrospect and find a picture, Waka will serve as Major Honor President Doe. Standing behind Doe in military uniform. It's either part of the crew that say the coup. Let's look for the picture. There is children. Those who are executed children, look at it and see who Waka is. He was major in the army. They don't know master of government, the king of power, along with Doe. Then he today now want to prove that he's a peacemaker. I want to tell the true story of his background. We know who he is. 1990, he served as local defense force chairman. I record the man. This man is not up for peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Pop G. Thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution. Let's talk to this person. Caller, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Welcome to the show.
My name is Clarence Mustafa. I join your conversation from a Jonah Allen resident to community this afternoon.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the issue of rebellion, this country is not a bad thing. But looking at in this type of struggling economy where people living on less than $1 day. Yeah, living on less than $1 a day. So I think it's good to the world. It's not something for people crying on the country has. The money you spend it, the money you put jobs in the health sector, you can use the money to go in a various government school. They only doing that because they want to be certain political relevant way for the people of
Okay.
So understand those tactics.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. We understand those tactics. Let's talk to you, this person. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, Winnell. Thanks for having me on the show. This is Duplo Wisse.
Duplo Wisse. Welcome, Duplo. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Thanks for the show. All Bwaka is doing is just distraction tactics. The main issue are the Liberian people, how they are suffering. We should also be discussing the property Bwaka bought adjacent his house for $300,000, and he's renovating it to build a new structure there. $300,000, just 8 months into his presidency. Those are things, go check. He has fenced it with green zinc. Check, you'll see the facts. $300,000 just 8 months into his presidency, and he was able to get a man that was living on loan, spend $300,000 to buy a property. And he broke the property down, fenced it, and he building a new structure. That's what we should be discussing. Look, did he do DNA tests? Or did he conduct any DNA tests for reburying the late president? We are not fools in this country. You shouldn't think that Liberians are stupid anymore. We know they came to power on the lie, telling lies about former officials, about the former president. Now the money he's even spending, now persecuting people, sending people to jail. The PRC tactics is why he's applying on the citizens of this country just to keep them quiet. Go and investigate what I've just told you. The property adjacent his house, he paid $300,000 for it, 8 months into his presidency. And people are not talking about it. So you go, you take the pictures, and you investigate. You will know how corrupt this 85 years old woman is.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Duplo Wise, for your contribution. Let's take another person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Winner. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Edmond. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. You know, if the government would have said, don't do this thing as a Memorial Day, you identify a particular spot, and everybody carry their flower, they put it there to remote their family. Because the door that you're talking about was not properly or buried, you will never think, wow, you can't allow to be here, all the Liberian people as well. That's why he made some impact in the country, but you have a very bad record in the country. Then you come from there now, so you say it was a reconciliation. Were you able to reconcile the people of Grand Jihad? Even the uncle, the sons, the daughter, although you could not see eye to eye, you could not face one another. See, what kind of reconciliation is that? That is a reconciliation. You are father dividing us. Then you come to Torwa. They're living beyond the tall man that was killed by door, although they say different here with Indian. And then after getting the tall man, you go and put his 13 brothers on the floor. You shoot them down. The family are here. How come you didn't do all of them together? You should have had 14 caskets. So that the other family members, some brothers and uncles, all the guys that were placed on the pole, shooting down by door, people should have been memorialized. When you left them there, if I when you dig your program, you say Tower and other security detail. What kind of security detail that die along with Tower? No, you can't hide anything for us. The 13 guys that don't shoot at the beach, that's the one that you were talking about. But you could not come out to say it now because you didn't have additional 13 caskets to say, oh, this will die along with Tower. We are also memorializing them. But then speak to God for some of the family member. When they were attending the program yesterday, they carried their family member picture with them. To say that, hey, black guy, you cannot fool us. We know the Tower is talking about today. These are men that also die with him and spend on call. So, you know, at this moment, instead of setting the issue on that bill to conclude, focus on the bread and butter issue. Tory can say here and there will not solve the problem. Will not bring you any kind of political difference because that is how a supporter and according the president has scored political goal of President Weah. No. President Weah did what he could do at the PhD path to reconcile or anybody can go there and memorialize their brother, their sister, their father, their son. But what you are doing, anyway, that was surprised. We knew that you could not do anything in this country and you're not going to do
Thank you very much. And look, folks, let me give you this news. This is the newest to hit Freedom Radio. They win Liberia cash giveaway. It's on, and today is the jackpot. So it's going big today. The jackpot is going big today. All right. The amount to play is I'm going to give you all of that information before I leave from here today. But the code we are using is *255*1#. All right. So that's the code. They man, you put the people here, even put the amount the people playing, you get put code here. So I'll give you the amount to play with before I leave from here today. All right. So let's go back and take some calls. Let's talk to this person. Hello? Hello? Hello, caller? Hello?
Yeah, hello. People are up.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Let me say good afternoon also to our people in the diaspora for the brilliant work people like people also. For the recognitions, for the public, and Pokat, Robert. And I join you this afternoon for an unknown. You see, people we know we are in a severe calamity. One of this inept visionless president that we are put upon in such a manner that we do not deserve to be treated more a manner Mr. Parker is treating us. And so therefore we voted against President Parker overwhelmingly. Because we were very condescending that he would bring nothing touchable. Nothing tangible to the Liberian people. So what is different? What is different? The rebearer of those parties to the Liberian people. Does they pay school fee or family that the children is all at school today? Does they put food on the table? Does they alleviate body? That of bread that we are told them from Majesty. Does it take them from Majesty to the normal glory? No. It's take them up backward. That's what President Parker is doing to us. So we can say this to Mr. Parker. As our people are saying, the people now, and even yesterday, you people told us that we were naive. For us now, we are keying our senses. We know that all of the things is not in our interest. What is different between us? I want to ask 17. Says it.
Poka, are you there? Oh my God, Poka, we just lost you.
Hello?
Yeah, Poka, you have to conclude now.
It was a homolization now. Whatever I was making it. To last 17. There's not for Mr. Guneo. There's not for Poka. There's not for Mola Bolu. There's not for our country is going backward. All of the visionless old men. So they will come out and show and say it's very confident to him that the Liberian people is very condescending. They are very understandable of what it deserves.
Thank you. Thank you, Poka. Thank you very much. Let's get back to our Win Liberia cash giveaway. The information about this cash giveaway is the *255*1# to play. You're playing with 200 LD or $1 US. Then you stand a chance to win up to 20K, from 15 up to 20K today. *255*1#. All right. You're playing with 200 LD or $1 US. And then you stand a chance to win 15K up to 20K. All right, so let me get a few comments. We're running out of time. Let me get a few comments and then we'll go. We have just 6 more minutes. Let's read out a few comments here and then we go from here. All right, so we have Dinah Dennis says, good morning from my end. I am watching you from my residence in Manhattan, New York City. Thanks for the update to our country, Mama Liberia. Peter one day says, good morning, my freedom family. I'm following you from my Crown Hill community. Vinicius Junior Bar watching us from Newcretown. Barbara Rose Stanford says, good morning. I'm following you from my residence in Brooklyn, New York City. Thanks for the information to our country, Mama Liberia. And we also have Bobby Gone says, good morning. I'm watching you live from ELWA Junction. Then we have Gate Harris Gate says, I'm watching you live from my Visual Media Incorporated office in Dole community. Yasa Sharif is watching from the United States. Thanks for watching. Momo Vani says, good morning. I'm watching you from Lower Johnsonville, Bassa Town. And Kebe Page Nyamfor says, And Samuel M. Allison says, I'm following you from Maryland, Harper, Hoffman Station, Wuhudu Town. And Josephine Sategman says, good morning, my freedom family, watching you from the USA. Rhode Island, Jack Foley Tombekai says, I'm following you from Broadville Bible College. Julie K. Rambo says, hello, brother. I'm watching you from the Netherlands. She says, so true, brother. So everyone can ask the government for reburial. Well, those are all the comments. Let's squeeze in 2 more calls. But you'll keep playing the Freedom Cash giveaway now to win serious cash today. 15,000 LD, 20,000 LD. Now, that's small money. That's a lot of money. It can do a lot for you. Let's talk to this person. Hello?
Yeah. Hello, how you doing?
I'm fine. And you?
Okay. I'm Mr. Brooks. I call you from around the Single Belt.
Okay, Mr. Brooks. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I listened to your analysis, and then I try to understand, the kind of, feelings that it gives you, and it gives almost every Liberian, that mean well for this country. You see, let me tell you something. Yesterday, when we're telling the Liberian people that this old man who you people portray as the most experienced person, he has nothing to offer the Liberian people. People say we've been disrespectful and they will be rude, and we don't even respect tradition and that of the Liberian culture because we are referring to this old man. And today, I think the Liberian people, they are seeing, what this man is doing. Everything that this man is doing, it has no benefit to the Liberian people, but just to carry us downward. That's what this old man is doing. The most frustrating part about it is government now is struggling with salary issues. Okay, as I speak to you, government salary is not on time as it were before when they came to power newly. And I always told people that when government come to power, they operate on previous government budget before they can, formulate their own budget. And in working within their own budget, there the struggle can come from. You see it? So now government is struggling with salary issue, and then Boakai is spending money, here, there, that has no dividend for the Liberian people.
Okay.
So those people that elected Boakai, they see it for themselves.
Thank you.
We're waiting for them. 2020 not coming. But Niben, before I leave your line, I beg you, I want you to please do me a favor. Yes, I want to get to you. I got something to share with you because for me, when I'm ready for my own, I don't care how people feel about it. But
yeah, you can find me. You can find me at the station tomorrow, Brooks. I'll be here.
Okay.
We are right at the corner of Kerry and Clay. So just come here. I'll be here. I'm here all day tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take one comment and then we send controls to Gus to wrap up from his end. Then we go home. So let's take one comment. Let's take one more comment. Then we go home. All right, so Matthew Cholopole says Liberian people are very easy to be fooled. That is why Bwaka using them. All right, that is from Matthew Cholopole. All right, so folks, it's like Gus has left, but folks, we gotta go home. We're not taking any more calls on this show, so we'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is the What's on Your Mind edition of the show. You can join us and say what's on your mind. Until then, I want to wish all of you a pleasant midweek.